Can you say welcome back? Because this is like a continuation or same thing.
No, it's a new episode.
Okay, so welcome back. We are welcoming you back.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do so much editing to get your audio and your video to align. It's fine. Maybe this will just be audio only
Sorry.
episode.
I don't, why?
I don't know.
I'm so
But yeah, welcome back. I'm Mackenzie. That's Bree. This is Read Between the Blue Lines, a hockey podcast. If you missed it, we recapped the West and did a playoff preview. So if you need to know who to bandwagon on the West side, go listen to that episode. It's already up. And if
Mhm.
you are confused on the East,
Here we
welcome. We're
go.
here. We're gonna do a little deep dive into some of the stats, some of the concerns we have, and then we're gonna say who we think is gonna win each series. This one might go
This,
faster than the West because
I
I
was gonna
feel like
say
this is easier to get through.
yes, and it's like not as exciting. I'm so sorry to the
Not even
East, but
close.
it is not
Well,
as
like
exciting as the
it's
West is.
exciting because like we have the Battle of Ontario, the Habs
Yeah,
are in
but
it
in
for the
terms
first
of
time in a
like
while, the Battle of Florida, but
in
like
terms
other
of
than
like,
that,
good matchups,
no.
like there's no Dallas, Colorado level
And no,
on
and
in the East. Although I don't know
it's
who that would
Tampa,
even be.
Florida
That's
on the
probably our
East.
best one.
But Florida's had such like a drop recently that I don't even know if you can consider it like
An actual like
mhm.
I don't want to call it rivalry, but it really yeah, I know what you mean.
No, it's a rivalry, but it's less like exciting. Also, I feel like there's like less at stake kind of because like the Battle of
Yeah.
Rantanen's gonna be like fun.
Hmm.
So,
I agree.
all right, so Toronto, Ottawa. If you missed the West episode, we're just gonna go through some stats, explain some things, and get on with it. So, Brianna disappeared again.
I
Oh, she's
know.
back. Okay.
I'm sorry. It said I was disconnected. I didn't do anything.
It happened in like two episodes ago too.
Oh, I do remember that.
In our
But I
book
thought,
episode. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what the internet's not our friend, apparently. Anyway, Toronto, Ottawa.
All right. So Toronto, which can we chat? I feel like Toronto should have had a better season. They had a good season.
I was gonna say,
I
I feel like this is still for them.
goal
Not that they're
production
like,
wise,
okay, yeah,
because they
I
have
agree.
267 goals for, 229 goals against. I feel like obviously like
I was gonna
Matthews.
say you're blaming Matthews for this one.
Yeah, of course
We
I
were talking
am.
about it because he scored, what did he finish with? 33 goals? And that's the lowest he's ever scored in a single season, including his rookie year. But then everybody's like, for most players, that's like a career high.
I know, but
But then
like
we're like, that's not enough. You just scored like, what was it, 69 the season before?
yeah.
Almost scored 70. And then you come in, you scored 33. And they didn't really, I don't want to say they didn't really pick up the slack, but like, there wasn't anybody who kind of,
Well, they didn't.
no, that's what I mean. Like, nobody was like, I'm going to start scoring all the goals now. So it was missing this year. But
I
that
just
also
wonder
makes
if
me
that's gonna
interested to see
come
how
to
it,
bite them in the playoffs.
I was going to say that that also makes me interested to see how Matthews himself is in the playoffs. Because he hasn't been, I don't want to say he hasn't been bad, but if he doesn't score, I feel like they have a problem.
Yeah.
You know what
Sorry,
I
I need to
mean?
turn my computer on Do Not Disturb because my friend is texting me and I just got 10 texts in a row.
Was it
And
like
I'm like,
pinging
no, it's not pinging, but it's sliding
coming
onto
up?
my computer. And so I'm like trying to read the stats and then I keep reading the text
Like, wait,
instead. And instead of paying attention, it's so sorry.
that's so funny.
Also, guys, if there is a video,
Mhm.
real quick, I want everyone to see. I have a duck on my nail.
Oh my God, yeah.
Look at how cute
Wait,
he
why did
is.
you only get one? I would have wanted two.
So I
Or
think
was
I
it
want
just
to
the
say it's like a
longest?
China pattern is like what
Yeah,
the nails were inspired by.
they're
Um,
so cute.
and because the duck took
Forever.
like 7 minutes.
Oh my God. You didn't want to ask for another one? That's what I figured.
Well, okay, I showed it to her and she's like, I love it. I don't like the birds. And I was like, okay, but the duck is the main reason I wanted it.
Yeah. So
So we got the duck.
one's enough. You accomplished the goal.
Her name is Marie, I think.
I love it.
I don't know.
Hmm?
Sorry, I like saw it again. I was like, oh my God, there's a
The
duck.
duck. The duck.
Um, yeah, we'll see how Toronto does in the playoffs. Anyways, continuing. Power play 24-8, PK 77-9. Oh, Ottawa. Sorry, go back. Ottawa has 242 goals for, 232 goals against. So a little bit slower in production, a little bit higher in goals allowed, whatever.
hmm
And then so 24.8 for the power play versus 23.8. So not much of a difference there.
Yeah, literally.
And then way less of a difference. The PK is 77-9 and 77-7. So like they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Also for face-off percentage, 53-7, 53-1.
hmm
And then this is where it gets really trippy. So Joseph Wall is who their starter for the season was. They might be starting Solars, but we're using Wall's stats for right now. We can
He
pull up
played more.
Solars too.
Yeah.
But Wall is 909 for save percentage, 273 goals against. Olmark 910 save percentage, 272 goals against.
It's
So like
literally so
these
close.
teams are so evenly matched
Okay, but you know
despite
what I
being
think is going to
first and
determine
wild
this?
card. Yeah.
The physicality. Like, nope.
Yeah.
Toronto, if they get beat up in this series, I think they don't stand a chance. And unfortunately, well, although they did recall Ryan Reeves from the AHL. I don't know if it's specifically for this purpose, but if it is, it'd be funny. I don't know if Toronto has a skill, but they don't show up
I
the
think
way
if
you
there's a
want them
first
to.
round matchup that they can make it out of, it's this one.
Yes, on paper. Well, we just said that they were evenly matched, but like looking at it, if you had to pick between the two of them, it's kind of like the easiest. You're like, oh yeah, Toronto, because like they won a division, they played really well,
They
whatever the case may
have
be.
that like big four,
Yeah, your core, whatever the core four, whatever, which two of them could potentially not even be there after this, but
and they have two goalies who are quite strong.
very good, yeah. And then I think Ottawa just kind of really like Olmark is it.
Yeah.
They do have like a solid backup, but if anybody's gonna steal your game, it's probably gonna be Olmark, but he still isn't up to. If you're expecting Vezina Olmark, he still isn't on that
No, but he could turn
mark.
into Vezina
He
Olmark in the
could.
playoffs. You never
He
know.
very much could. And if he does, then I feel like that's a whole other problem for Toronto because then I'm
Well,
not here
okay.
scoring.
On like opposite sides of the coin, I think that
Mm,
if anyone's gonna steal it for Toronto, it's gonna be Willie.
yeah,
And then if anyone's gonna steal it for Ottawa, I think it's gonna be Olmark.
true.
So,
Solid.
but
I
like it's a
think
pretty even matchup. I think it's gonna be really fun to like watch the like if you're there, I'm
I
jealous
was
because I
gonna
feel like that
say
atmosphere is gonna be rocking.
I think it's so I love when we get like the battle of whatever. Especially because this one we haven't had for so long.
Hmm.
But when you put two Canadian teams in a playoff series, Ottawa hasn't been in a playoff spot since 2017, so they're gonna want to
Like
win.
a while.
Toronto hasn't won a cup in 60 something years. They're gonna want to win.
I
It's gonna
saw
be
I
like the
saw
most
someone say
insane.
that they like regained their like their virginity grew back.
No! It's been so long.
Yeah.
The worst part is it's not even like they haven't won a cup in that long. They haven't even made the finals in that long. It's just like it's crazy. So
They're having a rough go of it.
they're both gonna want to win, and I think for fans of both teams, and if you're just again, I think Canada is gonna love it for the fact that it is Battle of Ontario, which is
Yeah.
so sick. But
Do
we'll
you
see.
think like which team wants it more? Because I feel like that's also what it's going to come down to. And I
Yeah,
feel like every year Toronto just gets
we say
whacked
this about Toronto every
in the
single year.
first round. But do they want to make it out of the first round more than Ottawa does?
Mm. I want to say so. I want to say yes, simply because I feel like I hate saying it this way, but like being the laughing stock of the NHL and the fact of like, you're cursed, you haven't won a cup in this long, and you can't do that, this, that, whatever. And you have, again, we're call it the core four, whatever, you have the four of them, you've built a team, and there's just been no playoff success. I feel like that sucks more to be hearing that every single year and having to like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say get that monkey off your back. We always use that term, but like
No, but I feel like it's more to prove to
trying
be
to prove
like,
people wrong. Like we can do it. Ottawa is kind of just like, I don't want to say they're happy to be there
I
because
think
they are.
Ottawa's proof to themselves. Sorry, that was such a loud P.
Go ahead. The popping pea. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Ottawa's proof to the like was we made it to the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Which is, I think that's more, that was their defining thing because they'd missed for so long, obviously. And I think anything they achieve after this will just add on to the fact that like, hey, we can do it, but like they don't have to in the same sense the Leafs do. Does that make any sense?
No, it does. I
Like,
also think like the Leafs are finally not having Boston in the first round.
yeah. And
But
there's
also,
yeah.
I don't remember which podcast said this. It might have been Empty Netters, where they were like, imagine like being Toronto and being like, yeah, we don't have to do Boston this year. And then being like, oh my God, it's Ottawa or Montreal.
Mhm. Yep.
Which, like, not that they're like scary teams per se, especially like when you look at like
No, but
Boston
I
in years
think
past and Florida, like, but oh my God,
but
like
losing if
Toronto's, I feel like
you
Toronto
lose
had
to
like a
either of
lose-lose.
them. Yeah. They they are always in a situation that like even if they win, everybody's constantly watching them, and even if they lose, it just is the same thing every single year.
Yeah.
So I I'm interested to see how it goes, but I'm also so excited for like just to like the atmosphere of those games is gonna be so insane.
I wish I could get there. I just like Toronto's gonna be so expensive,
I don't
and
even want to look. I don't even want to know.
I want to see if I can pull it up. All right, so on the count of three, we're gonna say who we think's gonna win and in how many games. Are you ready?
Yeah,
All right. One, two, three. Toronto
Leafs
in
in six.
six. Okay,
Yeah, look at us.
so we
I kind of
agree.
want to pick Ottawa, but like I don't foresee it happening.
Toronto.
Although, could you imagine that? Because then they'd have to play Florida or Tampa.
I
That's
think
insane.
I think
If
on my
Ottawa won.
bracket I have them beating Ottawa. I think in every single bracket I did, I have them beating Ottawa and then
Hmm.
losing to Tampa.
Yeah, because like I think that's exactly what I did too. But just like thinking if Ottawa does win, that's who they get next. Like that's not it's not a very good second round to be like, yeah, we
Although I
did
will
it.
say, second round Ottawa, Florida would be entertaining.
That would be that would be a very exciting series.
Okay,
Just to
this
like
actually isn't that bad
really,
for a Toronto playoff
I
series.
feel
I'm
like
gonna
you're gonna
do
say
the
that's gonna be like
conversion real quick.
$300. Like,
Okay, so
I told you. Is it upwards of 300?
okay, so mind you that the Canadian dollar, so it's 361 in Canadian dollars, but it's only 260 in US.
Yeah,
Which
but that
like
like last row in the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like you're
But not
against the
that
wall
bad.
of Scotiabank. You're like, hey guys, I'm here. I'm like touching the ceiling. Listen, honestly, that isn't terrible, I guess.
I'm just saying,
But I'm
theoretically.
just excited for that one. It should be
Yeah.
good. That's all I'm gonna say, I guess. Next.
Yeah. Moving
Next.
on to the Battle of Florida.
Yeah, this is probably our best bet for like our best matchup, I'm gonna say.
This will be like the most entertaining on the East for the
Despite
first round, I think.
Florida not being Florida-ish right now, but we'll see. You want me to
What
run
was
through
going
this?
on with Bob for the last like 7 games of the season? He was leaky.
I don't know. That's who knows. I have no clue. I Their biggest thing is getting everybody back that's not healthy. But before we get to that, what?
The Ducks just fired their coach.
No.
Yeah, it's literally just a picture of the logo and it says news. Greg Cronin will not return as Ducks head coach.
Oh
It
my
literally
gosh.
is like
That's like
blank screen.
they didn't even give you a headshot. They said that's it.
Wow.
Oh
Oh,
my
fans are
goodness.
mad.
I would say, why would they do that?
Okay, half of these comments are thrilled, half of them
I
are
know.
like horribly concerned.
I'm like, I'm confused.
Also, I feel like Anaheim didn't do that badly this season.
No, he's only been there for 2 years, and compared to last, I think it's 2 years. Compared to last year, they actually like did well for Anaheim standards. They did pretty well.
Yeah.
Like they didn't finish bottom three of the league, so anyway, that's
Yeah.
see that's so funny because yesterday at work we were all like, "Oh my god, who do you think is the first coach to be fired?" And we're all sitting there thinking, "Of course it's gonna be Laviolette."
I don't know that he's gonna get fired.
I know, but that's what everybody was at. We were all like, that would make sense, blah, blah, blah. And then the Ducks out here, nobody ever, I was not, did not see that happening. Anyway,
All right. You want to do the read
fun.
for the stats for this one?
I will.
Thank you.
Back to this is in the East again, playoffs. Ducks are not in either of those things.
Sorry, I just got like the
No,
alert and I
it's
was like, oh my
okay.
God.
That's, again, nobody saw that one coming. Tampa, Florida. Tampa scored 292 goals, only allowed 216. Their power play 25.9, PK 81.6. They're over 50% on faceoff wins. And of course, they've got Andre Vasilevsky in
Well,
net.
hold on. Before we get into
Hold on.
goalies,
I was
go
going to
through
read
the
them all
stats for
out.
Florida too.
Okay.
And then we'll do a goalie
We'll
comparison.
come
Because
back.
this is a fun goalie
This is
comparison.
a
I
good
want to
one.
talk about it.
Florida, 246 goals for, 223 goals allowed. Power play 23.5, PK 80.7, and they're just below 50% faceoff wins. Fun fact for Tampa, they are the only team ranked in the, I think it's top 10 for goals for, goals allowed, power play, and PK this season. Only team, which is pretty good when you think about it. Um, and then we'll
Yeah.
get to goalies. But uh, Battle of Florida.
I Tampa's production is so much higher.
They're scary. So I thought losing Stamkos was gonna hurt them way more than it did. I was wrong.
I feel
Very,
so
very
bad
wrong.
for Stammer.
I
I
know.
feel so bad for
No.
that man.
He was like, I'm gonna go to Nashville and we're gonna win a cup. And then they did not even
And now Tampa's
they
like a serious contender.
yeah. So I was naive and thought losing him was gonna hurt them a lot. It did not happen that way. They actually probably had a better season than I don't know if it was better than last year, but better than like the last couple. So, but they're like terrifying in
I feel
for the
like
East
Tampa
for
gets
East
slept on
standards.
a lot
They
as
do.
I mean both Florida teams do a little bit, but like Tampa
This is an argument that comes up
has
all the
been
time.
real high for the last like 10
hmm
years,
When it comes to like Kucherov too, everybody's like nobody even pays attention to him, and I'm like,
which is
well, we
so
do,
weird
but
because
also I think it also has something to do with the markets. Like,
yeah, but when you're
no
talking about
offense to
hockey
Florida,
media,
no, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know how you don't pay attention to him or them as a team, because again, if you're not
he got the Art
between
Ross this
Vazzy,
year, by the way, in case
yeah,
anyone is
between him,
behind.
Vazzy, and just what they've done, I don't know how you're just like, no,
When you look at Tampa's roster and then you look at players who made a really big impact in four nations
yeah,
or like
it's like the
Olympics
entire
prior
roster.
years, and it's like,
Also, their
oh,
coach,
this is terrible.
John
Yeah.
Cooper, literally
Yep.
runs. One thing I want to point out about this one, which is interesting, I want to know what you think. Last five Cup finals have had a Florida team in it.
Yep.
From 20 to 22, it was Tampa. They won two, lost one. And then 23 and 24 was Florida, lost first, won one.
Yep.
So, I have my answer to this, but do you think a Florida team will make it 6 years,
Yeah.
at least appearing in the Cup final? Doesn't mean they have to win, but
Yes.
appearing in it. Okay. We're on the same page because I also said yes.
Um, I
I,
have
again,
Tampa winning it in multiple brackets, actually.
that might be, well. We have thoughts. I put them in the final. I did not have them winning. Well,
Well,
I
because you
won.
have them up against the Avs.
Yeah. I was like,
And so
the
you
runner
went with favoritism.
scenario, I did.
Well,
No,
because
but
okay, hypothetically, if just to pull away for a second, if we're looking at Tampa versus Colorado, um, I'm gonna move this in the dock so we can like look at it closer together.
come back. We didn't even talk about Florida. I'm so sorry. We didn't even get to goalies yet.
No,
This
it's
is
okay. Hold on.
crazy.
If you look at Colorado versus Tampa, higher goal
Tampa's a
production in Tampa,
powerhouse.
lower goals allowed, higher power play for Tampa, higher penalty kill for Tampa, higher faceoff win percentage, and a sign
Eh,
playoff Vasilevsky is
yeah,
terrifying.
he's so good. And I also think I feel like he can. I don't want to call him underrated, but I feel like he also sometimes flies under the radar. Like nobody, like everybody knows he's good, but nobody's like Vesna,
Yeah. But when you look
although he
at
has
their
one.
goalies, so Vasilevsky is 921, 218, and has six shutouts. When you're looking at Bob, he has 906, 244, and five shutouts. So Vasilevsky has the edge there, but Bob is also like a different beast in the playoffs. But they
Yeah,
both like take it up a notch, and I
they lock in.
like
They
that
get
series is going to be a goalie off. And the reason
yeah,
why I say that Tampa beats Colorado or Dallas in the playoffs is
Vazzy.
Vasilevsky.
Yeah,
And also because, like, all due respect to Blackwood, all due respect to Otter, the production in Tampa is so high.
yep.
The only person that I
Scary
think
eyes.
that you get, like, that can stop Tampa's production is
Offense.
probably regular season Hellebuck.
I was gonna say the only thing I would say
And I don't have
would be the
Winnipeg making
Jets
it to
as
the
general.
final.
Yeah,
So
they are. I think it's also unfortunate that bless you.
thank you. That hurt.
I think it's also kind of unfortunate that the East is so easy. Because,
Yes.
like, if Tampa was in the West, I think you'd have gotten so much. Like, imagine just if more teams in the East were like contenders or like that deep that you had somebody that would rival Tampa, say, in Eastern Conference final. I feel like this year is just going to be like, you could put them against anybody and we'll be like, yeah, of course Tampa's going to win that. Like, of course, like, but
But that
either
being
way,
said,
what?
Florida has the same
Yes.
temperament that Ottawa does. Where Florida, if they know they can't win,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna get a little dirty and
Yeah.
they're gonna try to like not injure, but they're gonna try to rough up
No.
Tampa.
Yeah.
And
Also,
so the issue with Tampa making it all the way to the end is facing Florida in a
staying healthy.
first is going to be difficult. And then if they
Yeah.
have to face the Caps too, the Caps are aggressive. And so if you have to face the Caps and like if they have to face
Florida.
Ottawa and Florida and the Cap like they might
Yeah.
be beaten into little pulps by the time they get to the
Yep.
cup
It's
final
gonna be the same thing. It depends. Yeah.
just because of the aggressiveness of the teams they're going up against. Not that they're good teams, but I think also like part of the idea in the cup run is like we've heard the players talk about this. Like part of your goal is to kind of like rough up the other players in
Yep.
the team.
Yeah, because it's gonna help them not win in the
Yeah.
long run or try and get to them. Yeah. I also, for anybody who I'm sure you're all aware, Florida won last year.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that.
but I kind of I like I hate saying that because Tampa was the last one to repeat. Repeating is kind of cool, but I don't like coming into the season halfway through. I knew Florida. I don't think Florida's gonna do it.
I also don't think it's good for the game of hockey to have Florida repeat
Yeah,
twice.
I
I'm
I
also
would
like,
I would like low key hate that.
we've
I'd
also
be out.
talked about how like I don't like that the Winter Classic and the Stadium Series are both in Florida next year. I think that they should have given them like a Stadium Series like we had up here where it's like a
Yeah,
weekend and they do both teams.
with both Florida. Well, yeah.
Yeah, because
This is not to say I feel like we have to disclaimer this. Hockey in the South is so great,
and it's
and I
important.
love those markets, but it's really I think for us as somebody like in the north where it's cold and like hockey's more of a what's
It's
the word
more
I'm
of the
looking for?
culture.
Yeah. It's like really hard to kind of be like, Yeah, let's do an outdoor game somewhere where it's like 85 degrees in February while we're like freezing and it's snowing and you think that doesn't correlate?
But I think that like traditional market fans are going to get tired
Yes.
of like if Tampa goes back to back and then Florida also goes back to back.
Mhm.
I feel like that's when like Canada's
There's a
already
ceiling.
tired because it's like what 31 years without a cup, 32?
Who?
Canada,
Canada?
the
This is
country.
32. Yeah. The last one they won with the Canadians were the last one to win it in 93.
So like
And that's another thing, like you lose, oh, there aren't a lot of teams in Canada. Like you lose that's there's so many people that root and just love hockey that like you lose so much of that when it's obviously it's an American both teams are American in the final, whatever. But like for the chaos of it, imagine an all Canadian final.
I think the country would break.
But I would love that
I would love
because
it
we've
too, but
never seen it. I think,
I think that Florida continuously winning because I feel like a lot of people like tune out at a certain point
yeah, especially if you're not a fan of that team.
and drawing in more eyes because Florida's in the final doesn't feel like I feel like a Canada on Canada and be like it's the first time a Canadian team's going to win in
Mhm.
32 years, guaranteed.
Mhm.
Or you
Also,
have like a Cinderella story.
I couldn't tell
Like
you the last time we had an all Canadian matchup. Like I'd have to go back because obviously I'm gonna look it up now.
I
Anyway,
want
as
to
we're
say the
talking,
80s,
that's what
the
I mean. Like
70s,
it's not like in this.
not in our lifetime.
Yeah, like
Um,
I've never seen one.
while
So
you look that up,
yes.
count of three. I feel like we know our answers already,
Oh,
but
Tampa. Okay,
yeah.
Tampa, Florida. Yeah,
Three, two, one. Tampa and
Tampa and
five.
6. Ooh,
Okay.
5. I'm going 6. I feel like Florida will have to put up a fight,
I
or
think
they will put up a fight.
I don't think it's going to seven.
No,
And I don't think they're going to sweep.
I have my answer.
Okay, what's your answer?
Calgary Flames, Montreal Canadiens, 1989.
Okay.
Flames won. That was the last all Canadian matchup. When I there's no well, there are Canadian teams in the East. I'm sorry, we just talked about them. I was like, wait a second. This series is not Canadian, but you know what I
There's
mean.
only three Canadian teams that can come out of the East, and
True.
two of them face each other in the first round. So it's not
Literally.
looking very
Oh,
good.
it's I didn't realize that. Yeah. They're already losing one of them
Yeah, they automatically lose one. And
in the
then,
beginning. Ugh,
yeah.
love that. Not
All right, so Washington, Montreal.
thoughts. This okay.
I'm like
Oh
dying.
yeah, we gotta see
I have my little,
Kansas jersey.
I have my Habs
Woo!
jersey on. Just got it like what, last week, 2 weeks ago?
I think 2 weeks. Is that
Yeah.
time's fake? But I'm gonna say 2 weeks
Shout out
because it
to
feels like last week.
hockey jersey. It was my random
We love
like
them.
mystery jersey. So
It's like addicting, unfortunately.
it's unfortunately very I really like I hate surprises, but I like surprise elements of things.
Yes.
So like I don't know. It's
Also,
fun.
I like make the argument all the time. I'm like, I could go buy a jersey and it's like
It is
upwards
also
of
cheaper.
150. So like this, even though I don't know what I'm getting,
It is definitely
still worth it.
cheaper.
It is. And it's more fun. You have no idea what's happening.
And also like if I
To
don't like
some
the jersey,
degree.
I can like gift it to someone
Yeah.
else. So,
Or just sell it and who knows? Start a collection. I love that one what was it when I did the Devils Rangers
oh my God, yeah.
Not TikTok. Well, yeah, TikTok. And then somebody commented and they're like, "Why, if you're a Rangers fan, why do you have a Devils jersey?" And I was like, "People also first off,
We just have jersey collections,
yeah, like
actually.
people collect them." But I was like, "Why is that like not something that's common?" Hello?
Probably not for like rival teams, but like I have two Islanders jerseys, two Rangers jerseys, a
Girl,
Devils
I have
jersey.
literally all of the 3 in the Metropolitan that are right here.
Also, if anyone is coming to the Devils
Girl, now you're
playoff
making me like
games
sad.
in Jersey, let me know. I'm making friendship bracelets, so if you
Oh my
come
God, you
find
just keep
me,
again, stop talking.
you can come.
How am I gonna come? I'm literally gonna be working every single one of them.
Just don't work one of them.
I can't. That's a, they're always, it's fine.
Sorry. I'll
I did
bring you a
contemplate it. I was
friendship
like, just
bracelet.
because I love, anyway.
I'll
Yeah,
like
I love
FaceTime
it.
you and you could not watch the game. You could just watch me do my
Find
job the whole
Mackenzie, sell, yeah, it's worth it.
time.
I
Yeah.
love it. That's
Anyways,
fun. Find Mackenzie when
Washington
you're
and
there.
Montreal. That's
Yeah,
where we were.
Washington.
All right.
Next one.
Washington has 286 goals for, 229 goals against. Montreal has 243 goals for, 261 goals against. They are the only ones on the East with a negative goal differential.
Mm-hmm. It's not as bad. Wait, maybe it is. Montreal's pretty. I
18,
lost it. Nope, minus 20. Negative 20.
Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
That's not possible.
That's what it says on the.
If they have 243 goals for and 261 goals against. That is
No,
not
I don't
20.
know. Hold on. I have no idea. Did I mix them up? Hold on.
No, I don't think so. Teams.
No, I did. It's two.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Did I put it in the right one? No, I did mix them up. It's 245 goals for, 265 goals allowed.
Okay. So it is
Sorry.
20. All
I
right.
literally cannot. I'm looking at something different. It's okay.
Um, okay.
Anyway,
Back
not
up.
as bad as the Caps got in last year, second wild card, and had a negative like 35 or 37 goal diff. So anything's possible. Doesn't mean
Yeah, and they
anything.
got swept in the first round. So
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. It's not as bad.
power
So some
play
hope.
comparisons for Washington 23-5, in Montreal 20.1. PK is 82 versus 80.9. I gotta say, Montreal's PK is good.
Yeah,
Like,
which is gonna help them.
yeah. Face-off percentage is pretty similar. As far as goalies go, there's nothing spectacular really here. Like, I
I
feel like
think
they
again,
have good
kind of matched,
stats, but like,
evenly matched ish.
yeah, it's Logan Thompson has a 910, Montembeault has 902, then it's 249 versus 282, and then two shutouts versus four shutouts. Um, yeah, like the goalies isn't really anything remarkable. I feel like these teams look a little bit closer on paper than I think that they actually are.
Yeah,
And I like
that's
Montreal. I'm
a
pulling
good
for
way to put
them
it.
to make it out of the first round because I think it would be fun.
They're running on vibes. They're just
Also,
like,
it's like the only team that still has like a piece of Johnny Gaudreau running through them
yeah,
going to the playoffs. And so I kind of would like for them to make it a little bit farther.
I agree.
I don't think they're going to, but
I
I
think you
also
never
don't think they're
know.
going to get swept. I also
No.
think that the home games
Oh my God, yeah.
could, like, if they can steal one in Washington and then go back to the Bell Center with some
Yeah.
momentum and like that, like,
That would help
oh,
them
the Bell Center
so
is going to
much.
be so, so,
That
ugh.
last game, like alone, there when they won to like get them into the playoffs, that alone was insane. So I can't even imagine. I'm like that times 10, which is crazy because
I
that felt
don't
like a playoff game.
I don't remember exactly what Suzuki said, but when he got the mic and he was like, "Ça va bien, Montreal," and I was like, "I want to be there."
I
That looks so
love
fun.
it. I know.
But also, he sounded like a little demon the way that he said like "Ça va bien, Montreal." I was like, "Wow, that is."
I think also the difference that you look at in this, like between the two teams, Montreal's way younger, probably the youngest in
They are.
all of the playoffs this year, and
I think
then
they're the youngest in
Washington,
history, Brie.
that probably sounds that would make sense because I always forget. Yeah, because now they have everybody they've added on. Washington is not at all the youngest. I don't want to say they're the oldest, but they are definitely have an older roster, which that plays into the fact they all have playoff experience. Montreal, again, if you count the cup run in
Oh,
21,
I think tickets just went on
but
sale for the Canadians because I'm like, why are there 2,000 people in the queue ahead of me?
oh, they're probably on like right now.
It's pre-sales happening now.
And you're probably like gonna get in, there's gonna be like nothing there. Or if it is like, are you gonna go to a concert and it's like the most expensive ones are left. Like,
Well, I'm trying to look. I'm trying to see if it's like on like SeatGeek or something. Keep talking.
I'm waiting for you to chime in. There's only so much you can say about this one.
$2,000. Okay.
I mean, yes. Are you surprised
No. Also, it was a 100 section. After pre-sale, I'll see how much tickets are
of
because
how
I feel like
fun
it's
it
gonna be a
is?
lot. Anyways,
Yeah.
um,
They're excited, as they should be. They haven't, that's just insane. And like, if they do go farther, I am just so happy for like them as fans. Because like playoff
yeah.
hockey is so fun, and like to experience like that is just unmatched.
I'm not going to a game as a fan this year, and I'm struggling.
I'm struggling. That's okay. You actually kind of get like, I don't say it's less stressful, but you don't get to experience like the
There
really
is a
fun part of it.
video. There's a video of me pacing my living room. I want to say game 5 versus Carolina, maybe, or game 6. I think it was game 6 versus
Probably,
Carolina.
yeah.
I have to send it to you. It's like a 13-minute long video of me just like,
Is that the one? Because I think that was the one my mom and I were at the watch party for, where they were
probably.
down and they like scored, what was
Yeah.
it, 2 or 3 goals, and then they tied it and they got the lead really late.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that was what my watch alerted me, and it was like, your heart rate is unusually high. You should, and I'm like, just watching a hockey game. It's just fine.
I will say
It's totally cool.
all of my like biometric data things hate me during the play.
No, it is an experience
Um,
for sure.
I I think the experience will definitely help the Capitals,
Hmm.
but I almost think like the
Yes. I
naivete
also
of Montreal might also help them
I
in
also
a
think
way of
they're
like just pure excitement to be there.
yeah.
Like
I
less
also think
stress because they don't have the like
yeah, the
sorry.
pressure or the
Yeah,
what's
like
the word?
they are
The
there
expectations.
for the
They
vibes.
have no expectations,
It's kind of
kind of.
like if the Shark, like how the Sharks were playing this season, where it's like
Yeah.
we're just gonna try to have fun.
That's what I mean. They're just running on vibes. Like they're like, we're happy we made it here and we're gonna do whatever we can to keep going, but
And I
like
feel
this
like
is
if
it.
they can keep that,
Oh yeah, they'll be fine.
they could eke out a win in 7. I don't
Mm,
think they will,
but again, you
but
never know. You never know. I also think they are a much faster team
Mhm.
than Washington. I don't know if it's gonna catch them in terms of like giving them the edge and like deterring the Caps a little bit. I
I
don't
also
know.
feel like Washington is more injury prone.
Yeah, because again, they're
So
older.
yeah, just a
It's an
thought.
older roster. I don't know. This one, I feel like everybody's kind of writing Montreal off, but I don't think you can. Like they're
I'm
not.
not
It's not
writing
gonna be
them
a sweep.
off. I just yeah, no.
It's not. Everybody's like that's like the easiest. There. This is not the one I would say would be the easiest sweep,
I think they get at least
but
one at the Bell Center.
yeah, that'd be so. I just can't. Like I just. They have to. They absolutely have to.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Washington in
Caps
5.
in 5.
Okay.
Why are we just said all the same. We just know what's going on. We know hockey, guys. If this
Yeah.
all ends up being legit, we both know what's going on. I think what was the only one we had different was
It was the like Avs and
yeah,
Avs
and
and
then I think I said
Dallas.
6 for Kings, and did you say 7 or 6 or 5? Something like that. We'll have to go back.
I don't know.
Anyway, we
We're
all
like
know what's
pretty
happening.
similar. The
Yeah,
only thing I think that we disagree on is that you think Avalanche are making it all the way through, and I think that Dallas is making it all the way through.
yeah.
But we
I
can
think
agree that the winner of that series
but
is making
I
it all
think
the way
that's
through.
like everybody's argument is the same. It's like between the two of them,
Hmm.
at least in the West.
Yeah.
Last one, we've made it, kind of. Why'd you look at me like this isn't the last one? This is the last one. It's like, wait, did
Was
we
it?
miss one?
No.
It's all right,
Okay.
guys. All right, Carolina, New Jersey, rematch of not last year's, 2 years,
I was like, not
second
last
round.
year.
And they all gel together at some point, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. Um, Jersey, 240 goals for, 220 goals allowed. Carolina has scored 266, allowed 230. Jersey's power play is operating at 28.2%. Their PK is 82.7. Carolina's power play 18.7, not very good. PK is at 87.7.
That's
Carolina
horrifying.
has the slight edge in faceoff wins. They're over 52%. Jersey is literally just below 50% in faceoff wins. And we'll get to goaltending because this one's the not deciding factor, but might be. Um,
They both had
yes.
questionable goalie situations.
Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna be it's gonna come to light
Yeah.
in this series. Like
Well,
it's gonna be obvious.
I think that Carolina is the team that, like, on its face, you're like, they're gonna take it.
Yeah.
I think that the issue is that people are severely underestimating the Devils
Yeah.
because did they have a really good season from October to December? Yes. Did they
Mhm.
fall off the face of the earth in January?
Yeah.
Yes. And then Jack gets injured.
Yep.
I would dare to say that they got better when Jack got taken out of the
Their
lineup.
power play without him, we were doing it at work, is actually like I hate like I don't know why or how to whatever, but it's so much better without him on it this year. And I'm
Well,
like,
okay.
wait,
Remember how, like, the
wait.
last few games when Ovi was really close to the record, they kind of were like just
They were
passing
all
to him
focusing it on him.
constantly?
Yeah, because they wanted him to break it.
I feel like the Devils have a Jack Hughes problem.
Ooh.
I love
It's gonna
Jack
make people
Hughes.
angry.
I love Jack Hughes. He is one of my favorite
Yeah,
players. I think that that man, he falls a lot, but like
he does.
he's so good at what he does. And it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. I think that he doesn't have a lot of confidence in himself because of like the way that his body's been working the last few years,
Mhm.
and I think that you can see it.
Yeah.
Like end of last season versus beginning of this season, like you could see him the beginning of this season,
Yeah,
and
we
I
said that.
genuinely was
Yeah.
like, he looks so good.
Mhm.
That being said, I think that the way that he plays hockey and the way that the Devils are structured just might not be the best fit right now. And I
Yeah.
think that taking your like superstar out of the lineup really helped because you have Brad, you have Heischer, you have
Mhm.
Holla, who are all really good players who I feel like get overlooked a lot.
They definitely do. Yeah.
And I feel like now that Jack's out, they have a chance to kind of like step like Brad's been on one.
Mhm.
And I love to see it.
As you should.
And I don't think that people should be writing New Jersey off.
No, and I think ironically, most people are kind of like, yeah, they don't have Jack, and I'm like, yeah, like they just got Hamilton back. They're still without Siegenthaler, which I don't think. I think they don't think he's not going to come back for this series, which makes sense. But I'm like, yeah, okay, you're missing one person. You've played what, like a fourth of the year probably without him. So you've already proven that you can do. Although they did, I guess, like record wise, they kind of struggled in the last whatever 10 games, if not farther
Yeah,
back than that. But
20, I would say.
that yeah, like it was a good stretch. But I don't think that writes them off for this series. And I know like I think it was Jack. Correct me if I'm wrong. When they played Carolina in 23, I don't remember. I swear it was Jack who said that they were like more focused on beating the Rangers in round one,
Yeah.
that they didn't focus on like actually planning and playing Carolina. Because obviously the whole rivalry and
Transparently, I did not watch that season.
what?
Not that season. I didn't watch that
The
series.
series
Yeah.
against Carolina? Is that
Mm-hmm.
what we're talking about? Oh,
The
okay.
Devils Carolina series
Yeah.
after the Rangers got. No, I was pissed. I didn't watch that series.
Oh, I did well, I had to, but I
I
think
was
like
I was
that
so I was so mad at Carolina. I've
for blowing
I've
it.
been mad at No, I've been
Oh,
mad at Carolina because of the Islanders and the Rangers over the
yeah,
last like 5 years. And then between
yeah.
that and the Devils, I was like, I'm not watching it.
Um, but I think like where was I going with that? I think that the most point was that they were so focused on beating the Rangers that year, which they did,
Hmm.
and then they got to Carolina. They were kind of like, oh wait a second, this is a much harder team to beat, and we have no idea what's going on. And I think
Yeah.
them having the prep time this year to get them in the first round, yes, without Jack and whoever else you may be missing, I think that sets them up a little bit better this time around than being like, I have a rival to beat and I want to do it for the whatever that case is. So it'll
Yeah.
be interesting. It'll be fun. And then yeah, the goaltending is a the glaring issue, I think.
I think
Like,
it'll be a high scoring series.
yeah. But I
Um,
say like defense on both sides is decent. I would say decent's like a
yes,
like
but
it's
they
good, but not like
also
great.
the forwards are also just like so good because you have forwards who
Yeah.
are really good at like deking and faking and like
Mhm.
finding gaps on the ice to be able to
Yeah.
move through. And I think that each team has those players. And so if your defense is not completely solid, like I think Carolina
They're gonna
will
get through the
win
cracks.
the neutral zone.
Yeah.
And I think that this series is going to be won in the neutral zone and in the goal.
Mhm. I'm also interested to see how they
So,
do Carolina does without Natchez. I know like he's been gone now half the season or whatever, and he's been in yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's me. He's been in Colorado, but I feel like losing a player like that and not having like a subsequent equal in the playoffs is going to be weird for them because like now you don't have Natchez and you don't have anybody that plays like him. So
I'm sorry, but if they get knocked out in the first round, I'm really waiting for someone to
they're
post
going to
you
blame it
really
on that.
can't spell Canes without
No,
Natchez.
because it's true. No, that would be, like those posts. My brother, I don't know if it's like a thing you've seen with my brother. Every time in the playoffs, there's like this one hockey memes account that makes like a meme when every team loses. And I feel like that would be the perfect one for the like keep that in the bank until if they lose because it'd be so
If
iconic
and when they lose, I will
and
be tweeting
ironic.
that on our
Yeah,
account. So I
as
need
you should.
everyone to understand,
Yeah.
especially like if that somehow is the final like Avalanche versus Hurricanes.
Could you imagine?
I will be tweeting that. It'd be really
Oh
funny.
my God.
Um,
Yeah, this
I
that
also
was so
I did see someone that said that the Devils haven't been able to string together 4 wins the entire season.
they have not.
So naturally, they're gonna go sweep Carolina.
Could you imagine?
Or
Yeah,
like
like
reverse
that'd be
sweep or like
say
lose the
reverse
first
sweep.
one and then get like 4 in a row, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That oh,
also I do think home turf advantage is going to play a big role in this one.
mhm.
Just because both fan bases are so psychotic. And I say
Yes.
that in a loving way.
It's true. They're
Um,
into it.
I think if Jersey comes home down 2,
I was just gonna say
it's
that.
gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, I want to see. I don't remember what it went. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. When they played in 23, I'm gonna see how they.
I think it went to 6.
Yeah, but I want to know if they got up. Yeah, Carolina won the first two at home, and then Jersey came home. Oh my God, they won 8-4, game three. Then it was Canes the next two. It was 5-4-1, 5 game series. So,
I
and
know
Carolina's a very good home team, which is also scary. Like they're behind only the Kings for like the best home record
that
this
would
season,
also
but
be
they
an
suck.
interesting
But they suck on the road. They're so bad. So,
final as well. Like Kings versus
Kings,
Canes and
Canes.
seeing
Oh
like
my
battle of home
God.
turf.
You literally like yeah, like I don't know if there's a single road game won in that series. It literally
Well,
might be
yeah,
all
but
home
then
games.
do the Kings take it then? Because they would get home advantage or no? Would the Canes get home advantage? I
Mm,
like don't know the exact points off the top of my head.
Kings have 105, Canes have 99.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Also, real quick
that
on
would
the
be funny.
goaltender situation.
Oh yeah.
So for the goalie matchups, again, it's nothing spectacular. Jacob Markstrom, who did get injured, and I would argue that they put him back in the lineup too
Too
early.
early.
Yeah.
Because he really struggled when he first got back. And then he like evened out, got it back together. But those first, what
Yeah.
was it, like 8 games? Something like that. It was rough.
I remember being at the Rock and then being like, and in goal, Jacob Markstrom. And I was
You're
like,
like, why? Like, what are you doing?
I'm like, Sheldon Keefe,
Hello?
sir, That man is, and I was talking to a fan at that point, and I was like, he is not ready to be back in the lineup. And I think it always shocks the fans when I know what I'm talking about.
Of course,
And they're always like, huh? And I was like, I don't think he's ready to be back yet. I think that he's still injured. And I think if they're going to make a playoff run, they need to have him at full capacity. And I still don't think he's at full capacity.
which is true.
Um, so Markey has a 900, 2.5 for goals against, and then four shutouts. Kochekov?
Yeah, that's who I went with. So they have Anderson back, but Kochekov started more games this season, so he was really the starter. Anderson was, of course, hurt, like he always is. I hate to say that. Don't know who they're going to start, but if they do start with like who there was their main starter,
Yeah.
it was
So
Kochekov.
he's an 898 save percentage, two
Freddie's numbers were
six.
not any better.
No, 2 6 goals against and two shutouts. And yeah, Anderson's numbers were also subpar. And I
Yeah.
think that like Carolina has the same situation that Toronto has, where it's like which goaltender do you start, but
Mm-hmm.
they're less
But not,
secure in both options. Like
it's like the
Toronto has
opposite
two
way.
good options,
Yeah.
Carolina has two bad options. And
Mm-hmm.
I would, if you're a Carolina fan, do you think that you need a new goaltender over the summer? Because I would say yes.
I feel like we've been asking that question for a couple of years now. And then I think
Yeah.
Kochekov came in, he's done really well, or he's done well enough that they felt probably secure in that. But I don't, we like the same thing with Edmonton. Like, you are not going, you could have a really great team and your forwards and your D is great, but if you're like weak in goaltending, I don't want to say you can't win, but it's like the biggest question mark. So you should probably at least get one solid starter.
Yeah. I'm
But
just
I think depending on how this series goes or this playoff run goes for them, I feel like they have to make a decision if it comes down to that.
just trying to look at like NHL, if you're listening to me, I need defensive stats to be more readily available on your website.
They are not going to listen to you. As
I'm just
much as
saying.
I would love for
Well,
them to
because
do that.
I think it's really frustrating to be like you have like blocked shots and everything like mentioned in
You can get them on the stats site. Hold.
where? Because I'm looking at the stats site and I want like team blocks.
Oh, I don't know if they do it by team. Hold on. They
But that's
might.
what I'm saying. Like I want like the number of blocks your team has. I want the number of takeaways your team has. I want the number of giveaways your team has.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
got it.
want things like that. Yeah.
Hold on. Who are you looking for?
Carolina.
Carolina.
Because I'm very aware of how the Devils have been playing this season. Not as much with Carolina, and so
So their Carolina's block shots
yeah.
947, least among all teams this year.
Okay, so this is what I was gonna say. I feel like Carolina's defense could crumble.
Ooh, hot take.
Probably, yeah.
New. Okay, I mean the
But
Devils have 1155 and they're 28th
and
in the
again,
league.
I know that blocked shots isn't like the
No, but
tell-all of your
it's something. It
defense,
is something to go on though. So
but when you're like the Devils' goaltending situation is stronger
yeah,
than Carolina's.
I don't
And
know
so if
if
the
we
Devils
see
block,
Allen. I feel like we won't,
I
but
don't
you
know.
never know. He's
But if
there.
the
He's a good option.
yeah,
They need him.
but if the Devils block less shots, it's kind of okay
Yeah, like they can make up for it.
because Markstrom can probably hold his own.
Yeah.
Carolina being leaky in the
Mm.
defensive zone is going to lead to more goals because of their goaltending situation. And so what I think could happen is if you have players like Bratt and Heischer who can read the ice really well, get through your defense.
You're like done.
You're done.
You're done. That's a little, yeah.
All right. So all that being said, three,
This one might be different. Maybe. Count.
3, 2, 1.
Canes and
Devils in 7.
6. 7! Okay, so I really would like to see the Devils move on. Don't kill me for saying that. but
I would
I
also
don't
like to
know.
see the Devils move
I
on.
do, but I feel like
Um,
the Canes are just the Canes,
so
and I need like proof. Like if they win the first, like if we'll see. I don't know.
I I think in all of my
A
brackets I have
7-game
Carolina
series
winning.
would be sick though. Wait, do you so but in your brackets do you have it also a 7 game or do you just have it
I think I
as
have
them winning?
Carolina in 6 for
Okay.
most of my brackets.
But
And I
vibes, we
think
want
that up
Devils.
until, no, I think up until like 5 minutes ago, I believed that.
Mm,
The more that I
when you
think
look at
about
it.
this series, like stats wise, players wise, injuries wise,
Yep.
and especially like again, I think that this series is won in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Carolina typically has that neutral zone figured out.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, one of the strongest aspects of their game the last few years.
Yeah.
If
It'll
that
be
falls, Devils take this easily.
yeah. If that's not maintained. Yeah, I agree.
The Devils struggle in the neutral. Like I genuinely think that this comes down to like giveaways and takeaways in the neutral zone.
Mm-hmm.
And because like they're pretty evenly matched on speed, I feel like they're pretty evenly matched on age. Like
Yeah.
they have similar-esque styles of play. I think that Carolina is a bit faster and a bit more
Probably a
like
little bit, yeah.
chaotic, I want to say.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Which like I think that that's a style of play. That's like a game strategy is when you have
Mm-hmm.
more chaos, it's harder to read the plays and go through. It's like that Ted Lasso thing where it's like
Yep.
confuse them. I think it's either Carolina in 6 or New Jersey in 7. I
That's
feel like
valid.
those are my two options.
Yeah. And
And
those
I
are
feel like this
those are
one
the
is
only realistic
close.
choices. Yeah.
I feel like everyone's writing the Devils off, and I don't think
Also,
that you
again,
can.
whoever wins this plays Washington, Montreal. Whoever wins that, which
But
either
but
way,
it's also an interesting one.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
So despite the fact that we're like the East isn't that fun, it's just not as fun in terms of like the
The
high
East is
quality
fun
matchups.
if you really like hockey.
Yeah, because there's enough that you can
If you're a casual
pull
fan,
at.
the
You're
West
gonna
is
watch
more
the
fun.
yeah, you're watching the
Yeah.
West,
Like that's how I feel about this cup run here.
the playoffs. Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Okay. So going back up, we both have Toronto, Tampa coming out of that one, right?
Yeah,
I say Tampa wins that one. I say
I
Tampa
also
in
say Tampa
5.
wins that. Oh, and 5? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's realistic. Yeah, it's the Leafs. That makes sense. I'm so sorry, but like, yes.
All right. And then I would say Washington, New Jersey. And you're
Hmm.
saying Washington, Carolina.
Yeah.
I think that
Stinky
somehow
eyes.
the Devils pull that one out too.
Love it.
I
The
don't think
Caps are
that
such a weird team to me.
I
Like,
don't
I
think
can't
that the
see it.
Caps can physically make it through more than 2 rounds of hockey. Like if they get
Yeah.
to the third round, I think that they look tired and
Yep.
lazy on the ice.
Hmm. I agree.
I think that the
Watch them do
speed
it,
of
and then they'll be
Montreal,
like,
sure, go
I'm
ahead,
so
do it, prove
fast.
me wrong. I think that the speed of Montreal is going to wear them down in the first
Oh,
round.
yeah.
I think that whether they play the Devils or the Canes in the second round, that's that
It's a
the
lot.
brand of hockey that the Devils and the Canes play is
Not.
so chaotic compared
Yep.
to Washington, and I think that that beats them.
Hmm.
And then even if they make it to the third round, then you have to play Tampa. Come on.
Yeah, you're not. Mm-mm. It's not going very well for you, if that's the case.
So, okay, so Washington, Carolina, you say.
Carolina.
Okay, so then I would have Tampa Devils. I say Tampa. You'd
And I
have
have,
Tampa,
and
Carolina.
I'd say Tampa.
Okay. So yeah, I think that my brackets are a little different. I think that I put Carolina winning most of my brackets just because I think that like logically they probably will.
Yeah. But again,
But I think
anything can happen.
I think if there's an upset to be had, I think that the Devils are the upset.
Ooh. See, I feel like that's I think the most realistic one. I think if you're I think a lot of people are looking at like a legitimate upset being Blues over Jets in the West because like that one would be, you know,
Yeah.
Kind of like what happened to Boston when they had like the best regular season ever, and then you lose in the first round. But for this one, like in terms of like it could go either way. I feel like Canes Devils has that. It could
Yeah,
be Canes, it could be Devils, and I feel like that's gonna change every game.
nightly.
Yeah, depending on who wins and how it goes and whatever it looks like. So it should be fun.
Can I also tell you what's so funny to me?
What?
The Devils Carolina series starting on Easter.
I know.
And
Everybody
the
was tweeting about that.
well,
I was
because
like, that's funny.
the
I don't know if they did it
Devils
on purpose, but
just
like,
posted and I want to find the oh, hold on. Because I saw it and I was like, I have to mention this because the language is so funny to me. Okay. Game one tomorrow. Ready to raise hell right now. And like the funniest thing to me is that like part of the Devils branding is raise hell.
yeah.
And to have
Everybody,
that be the mantra on Easter of all days is so funny.
I saw so many people being like, I can't ask my grandma to put on a Devils game on Easter in the middle of dinner. And I was like, oh my God, that's so like,
Yeah.
I'm not
I
thinking that, but it's so funny.
I'm not that religious, so I'm so
No.
sorry if this is like horribly offensive, but like I think it's as an ex-Christian, I think this is really funny.
And just like, again, I don't know. The league was probably like, whatever, this is the best time that it works. And then everybody's kind of like, wait a secon.
You couldn't have
Do
them
you
wait until
realize?
Monday,
No, I
and you
know.
couldn't have them
Or
play
do
today.
it
So,
today, yeah, and like have somebody. Oh, it's fine.
mm,
It's okay. Then you get to eat all your Easter candy while watching it, though. So like,
yeah,
that kind of I feel like evens it out. But
I just think it's funny.
it is really funny. I also laugh every time I saw when they announced it. I was just cracking up at every tweet I passed because it was so
Yeah.
good.
I've known for a while that it was going to start on Easter, and the entire time I was like,
But
come
the
on.
reactions were just so good. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't.
Yeah,
But
it's good. It's a good
we
one.
love it. We will have to like post our brackets so everybody can actually see these things. I have to officially put mine together
I don't know that I have
because
like
I
a
need it.
solid bracket that I
Put one
think.
in for the pod, like
I
in
did
our.
put one
Okay,
already.
so let's just use that one. Just say
Speaking
this
of,
is
yeah,
the
enter our
one
bracket
for.
challenge. If you haven't
Oh
already,
yeah,
it'll be in the show notes.
I'm gonna do it literally as
You can
today
do
after
it
I get off here.
until April 22nd, so
Yeah,
Tuesday.
which I think is, you know why? Somebody at work was like, "That's like, what if a series goes up 2-0? The Tampa Florida series doesn't start till Tuesday. That's why." Which I
Which is
also think is so
so
weird.
far.
Also, they have a game four scheduled, but they don't have a time for said game four. And I'm like, what is going on at these two arenas in Tampa that you have to plan everything else around this? Anyway, that's the latest one that starts. Game one is on Tuesday when other ones are going into game three
Yeah.
or game two. So who knows? But
Ay, ay, ay. All
that's
right. Well,
playoffs. We'll be back.
those are our thoughts and opinions.
I
Those
hope those
are the
were
stats.
I hope they were enlightening
If you
somewhat.
need help figuring out who to bandwagon, I hope that these helped. If not, we have a stupid little post up on
Yeah,
Instagram about your personality traits and who you should bandwagon. So go ahead and pick your teams off of that. We support bandwagoning on this
of
podcast because
course
you
we
need to
do.
have someone to root for if
And
your
it's
team
more
is
fun
eliminated.
when
Yeah,
you're rooting for a team that you don't actually care about. Like it
less
doesn't matter if they
stressful.
lose. Yeah, but like you don't have any like actual emotions in it. It's just fun.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you
Yeah.
on Monday.
I can't even say see you next week. See you in a couple days.
Yeah.
Literally.
We'll have a lot to catch up on with the PWHL, the IHF Worlds,
Yeah.
playoffs. So I'm
All
sure
the
more
hockey.
transactions are going to come out about coaches being
Mm-hmm.
fired. So we'll chat then.
Got it all.
All right. And if you are not watching, playoffs started. Go watch
Oh
hockey.
yeah.
Go go. All right. See you soon.
See you. Oh,
Bye.
I almost said see you next week. Bye.
Mwah.